Hello, my friends. How are you? How is 2020 treating you? Are you all still up with your goals? Are you all moving forward? Or have you all jumped ship? Most of you people, I know who you are, have actually jumped ship and have gone back to the regular life, the comfort zone that you all were having. Decided to give up. Well, I don't blame you because most of you all have. But then there is a reason why you have jumped ship. The reason is because you did not put enough energy into it. You see, if you pull through the 21 days, 22 days, it then becomes the easy part of it because then it's become a habit. But most of us, we decide to let go of it, in the first 10, 15 days because it's too painful. It's too painful to go to the gym on a regular basis every day, to burn those calories off. It's just too painful to give up the addiction of smoking or alcohol. And more than that, you're finding it just too painful to go out and get customers, to make money. You just want to live that comfortable life. You're happy with what the day-to-day money that you're making. You're finding it comfortable. The reason why all this is happening is because there isn't enough desire. Desire is the fuel to everything. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned, to stop saying the word I need and switch it over with I want to have. When you say the word I want to have, that is the next step of desire. When you have the desire that you want to achieve something, then there is nothing that can stop you. There is no such thing as I hope or I wish to achieve it, because when you put the words I hope and I wish, there is an element where you're okay to go back. When you say I hope I get it, it's like, okay, if I don't get it, I'm okay with it, but if I do get it, I'm all right with it. So there is always that part, where you've kept the door open to go back. Until and unless you are fully fired up, to go for it, and that thing only comes through the desire part of it. The desire to achieve success, is the only solution. There is a story which I read. I mean, it's in Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. It's about this group of army that they wanted to invade another country. But the invasion, when they were on the way to invade, they realized that the army that they had was not big enough and strong enough in order to attack to the other side. But since they were already there, the captain decided to disembark, take off all the material that they needed, and to burn all the ships. What was that for? It was either you win or you die. There is no going back. That's how the desire has to be. You're either going to win, or you're going to die. That's what that army was. In the same way, you've got to have the desire of winning. The fact that you want to achieve that, the fact that, you will do anything to get that goal that you want to have. You will do anything to make that $1 million that you want to make, or the £1 million that you want to have, or the figure that you want to achieve, or the muscles that you want to put on. Moment you burn that into your mind, the moment it's engraved, and you only see that as an achievement, that as the trophy, that as the cup, you will go for it. That's when the desire is built up. That's how most of these sports people go for it, because they only see themselves the winning side of it, not on the losing side of it. When you're on the winning side, you're on the side when you're holding on to the $1 million in your bank account, or the $10 million, or the $100,000, or whatever your target is. When you have that, you know that you've achieved your goal, and then you can increase the goal more. So there are specific steps that which Napoleon Hill talks about, in achieving this desire and achieving your goals. Bob Proctor even talks about it regularly, where you write down your goals and you carry it with you. So you've got to be, you see, in order to get the desire, there has to be something which you are doing it repeatedly. It's the repetition of something that you want to achieve is going to create that belief that you want. and the belief is going to fire up the desire that you need to have. It's easy to say, I want to make that $1 million. But in order to have that, you've got to go through that process. The 21 days, or like nowadays they say, it's the 3 months period where you've continuously got to do it. You've got to visualize it. You've got to see yourself in it, and you've got to act yourself in it. And when you do that for the 21 days period, your body automatically starts to embed that. And once it has accepted that feeling, you start to generate it because you start to act out of it. So when it comes to making money or achieving your goals, it is very, very important. The first step that you need to do is to be very specific with the amount that you want to have. I'm sure you guys must have done it, but there are a lot of people when they come to me for coaching, and when I ask them what is it that you want to achieve in financial side, we want to make a lot of money. Well, a lot of money is, $5 more than what you already have is a lot more money than you already have. So you've got to be very specific. If you want to lose weight, be very specific as to how much you want to lose. You want to put on weight, be specific. You want to find a partner, be very specific as to the type of partner that you want to find. Don't just say that you want someone, between 5'11" and 6 feet. You may just get someone like that, with one leg shorter than the other one. So be very specific about it, when you're looking for someone, with what color eyes. You want blue color, green color, just don't say blue or green, because you may get someone with a blue or a green color eye. David Bowie was like that. So be specific. Money matter, be specific. How much money do you want to achieve? The next thing what I want you to do is, when it comes to the amount that you want to achieve, or the weight that you want to reduce, or the weight you want to put down, your body is also going to look into the self-image that you have already created of yourself. Okay? So if you are making $1,000 and you're talking about making $1 million, it's not going to accept it, because your body is not going to take that into this consideration. So the best way out of it is to divide that amount that you want to achieve by 52 weeks, and then divide that 52 weeks by 5 days, and you will notice that the amount is bite-sized. It turns into an amount which your mind can absorb, and it is an achievable amount. So when you put that amount down there, you also need to put a specific date that you want to have it by. That is very, very important. Otherwise, it could just take as long as you want, your mind can just go on for the next years and years, and you will not achieve it. So it has to be very specific, the date that you want to achieve that by. The third thing is that it has to be in present tense, right? So when you want to make $1 million, and you've put a date that you want to have it by the 31st of December 2020, you have to write it down as, I am so happy and grateful now that I have earned, or I have made, the net profit of $1 million by December 31st, 2020 or sooner. It's important that you put the word sooner, just in case if the universe decides to give it to you earlier, it is already put in there. If you do not put, you may miss out on the train if you were supposed to get it earlier. So put the word sooner after the date that you've put in the present tense. I am so happy and grateful now that I have received, or I have achieved, or I have earned a net profit of $1 million or $100,000 by December 31st or sooner, 2020. Now, once you've done that, you've put it down, you have to read it at least for 5 minutes every day. 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening. I've been doing that ever since I've learned this technique from Bob Proctor. And it's in the book, Think and Grow Rich. So do it 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening, and it is important that you feel part of it. You feel that you've already achieved that, because it is in the achievement that everything happens. Okay? So it's in the present tense. You need to feel that you're already in presence of that $1 million that is there. You need to visualize it. You need to see it in your bank account that you have it. I hope this is of help to you. If you like it, subscribe, share, and do press the bell icon so that you can get continuous information of all the new videos that are coming out. The method that I've just told you, the 6 steps which is there in order to write down this goal and the goal card, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link below where you can have access to it. It's the draft that is there. You can print it out, you can cut out the goal card, and you can carry it with you. I carry mine with me everywhere. I've written it down, and every moment I get, I read it. So it's not necessary that I only read it in the morning and evening. Sometimes when I'm just sitting around, I'm free, I will pull it out and I will read that card and I will feel emotionally getting involved with it. Thank you very much, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.